What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Welcome into another Spitballers.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a spitball. That was a fireball. What are you doing over there?
I'm getting the people amped.
I'm amped. You got me amped. You succeeded.
My goodness.
Our logo is very orange, Mike. Orange is the color of fire, therefore fireballs are appropriate. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Well, fire can be all kinds of colors.
Of what, Mike? Of all kinds of colors?
Yeah.
Just because there's like blue flame?
Yeah.
Oh.
Red flames. There's blue flames.
Is that all kinds of colors?
Yes. Yeah. There's all kinds. It's the temperature of the fire.
So
Are
you're
there
talking
purple
about
flames?
variants of orange is
flames,
considered
huh?
all kinds. Would you say that the sky is all kinds of colors?
Well, technically, yes. But I would say that it's not variations of orange because...
What about grass? Is grass all kinds of colors?
Yeah. You don't have dead grass that's brown in your backyard?
I take care of my yard.
Mike will lean into whatever he said.
No, but here's the thing. It's not orange because orange is a variant of red.
Okay. Not where I expected the beginning
Primary
of this show to
colors?
go.
It's been a long...
Primary colors.
It's been a long time since kindergarten, Mike.
Did Mike end up losing... I'm not
yes.
going to give the
Oh.
details, but did he lose the
Yes.
poll? Okay, so that explains all of this. So Jason won. Welcome into the Spitballers Podcast on Twitter at SpitballersPod is where you can find us. It's where you can submit questions for the show. Today we've got great question. That's what it says.
We've got great questions.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says great question at the top. We're answering some great questions, Mike. We've got Would You Rather, we've got Reviewosaurus, and we have a draft to end all drafts. A little bit evil. Let's put it that way. It's a little bit evil.
You're going to love it.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully you're subscribed on Apple Podcasts, despite the fact that this show doc says iTunes. Hopefully you're over on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. And
You're just whoever made this doc, they have been absolutely bodied.
well, do better.
Whoever that is.
Shows come out every Monday. I'm very excited for today's show. And you know who else was?
Who?
The kind soul that left us this fine review.
Reviewosaurus Rex.
This one comes in from G-Wack. Hilarious, weird takes, and genuinely entertaining. 5 stars. This podcast is a combination of bad dad jokes.
Yeah.
Hilarious
Wait, bad jokes?
Apparently they're bad. Hilarious takes on random things in life, and interesting mock drafts that will make you question what you actually prefer. I've had similar mock draft with my friends after listening to this show, and it's great debating the relevance of, say, ketchup versus barbecue sauce. Keep it up, boys.
Well, G-Whack, I think your take on our dad jokes is whack. But otherwise, thank you for that 5-star review.
Well done there, Andy.
We always appreciate those, and you can leave us reviews at the push of a button on your Apple Podcasts app. Let's get into it.
That's a great question.
Indeed it is, Chris Payette from the website. What is the best prank that you have ever pulled on someone, and how does that compare to the best prank ever pulled on you? Pranks are dangerous business because there is a line that can be crossed, and I just don't like any pranks played on me that cost me my time.
Yeah, that's what comes to. That was the first thing that came to mind. I was sitting there racking my brain. I'm like, oh shoot, do I have prank story? And then I remember this one time at our former business where I actually pranked Andy, and he was not a fan at all.
I love that you've done it enough to where I don't even know which ref. I think I know which one you're going
I know
for.
where he's going.
So
Let me explain
he
something
wasted
first.
your time.
Before you get into it, Jay,
Okay.
I just want to set the context from I was an employee. Every time
a mighty fine employee.
Thanks. You wouldn't know it from this story. Every single time Jason walked by my desk,
Oh, this is good.
he would take whatever drink I had on the desk and finish it. Whether I had a can of soda, whether I had a fresh drink from the convenience store, whether I had a bottle of water, if I had anything at all that he had provided me via the company's fridge or my lunch.
It had to be in one go.
But
Full
one
straight
container, he
chug
would
it.
just take it off my desk every time he walked by. It was never planned. It was just convenient.
It was my burden to bear.
It was
sometimes it was really annoying to me, Andy.
You were so hydrated that year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
if
he would
it's
just
pranks,
drink it dry.
The thing about the prank is you had an open invitation to do whatever you wanted.
I was afraid every
He
single
was my
time.
boss, Mike.
Every single time that I walk
My
by,
boss.
I'm wondering, am I about to chug ocean water here? Is this
No.
just going to be salt water or something disgusting?
Oh, I'm not even going. I'm going X-Lax. I'm going.
You're going murder me?
No, I'm going somewhere where.
Oh, I'm thinking.
No, I didn't say. I didn't say
I was
a
thinking
poison.
I was thinking that was like a Drano. That is, X-Lax is like a make it diarrhea.
Yes, to the point of
He didn't need any help.
he would, if you chose to stay quiet about it, he would never know that.
You think I want him having explosive diarrhea like 8 days a week?
Yeah,
He was my boss.
you don't have to
Mike.
do it every
he was
day.
I would do it now.
Yeah, you would. No,
All right,
that
go on.
was not that wasn't the one that came to mind. The one that came to mind was Andy. Oh man, it was such a great time for him. His first child on the way, takes paternity leave, is gone for a couple of weeks. Wonderful, wonderful thing. We love our children, we love our families, and I had to give him something as a gift for having his first child. And so we pulled together as an office. Honestly, people came together.
now hold on. Did you do this twice?
I don't remember.
Because it had to have been.
Each child.
Because it happened for the second child. Because I was actually.
It was the second child.
I was employed. I may or may not have been
No,
involved.
the first child they just called Cletus.
That's right. How's Cletus doing?
He's good. The second child is the one that this happened.
So
That's why you were there, Mike.
While you were gone, and we had
Glad
about
to know you were an accomplice.
30 employees with a lot of people.
Team
And
building activity.
You want to know what happens when you have a lot of people in an office? You accumulate a lot of garbage, a lot of trash, a lot of Amazon empty boxes that need to get taken out. We need to fill dumpsters.
Old chairs.
Oh, I mean, so what we did
Old furniture.
is we turned his office into our garbage can, and we filled this thing
To the roof.
floor to ceiling. You couldn't open the door. There were broken
back,
chairs,
Andy.
ladders, everything. So he gets back and really needs to get going.
Gotta get to
'cause,
work.
I think you took a little too much time off.
Right,
as your
with the
boss.
kid. Yeah, no.
But it took you a while to clean that room out. But he didn't find it funny. He didn't come in and laugh and then get going on the clear out. He came in and was instantly just so pissed.
One of the other employees had the heart to help me clean that room.
Was that Jay?
And it wasn't Mike.
No, I had work to do. Business.
Thank you, Mike, for your hard work.
I still remember one time I was a teenager and I had gone on a, you go on like a retreat, and I went on one with church, and it was like the youth pastor and all the kids went. And so this was prank time for everybody. And I remember we had broken into, some of the other kids' rooms and covered them in shaving cream while they were sleeping, and that was the gag. But I still remember what was done back to me, which was at that time I was wearing a retainer every night. And someone had filled my retainer case with cheddar cheese.
Oh no!
So when I went to put it in the morning, not only it had just absorbed like 8 to 10 hours of cheese. Like, you can't get that cheese taste out of your retainer.
But isn't that then a good thing?
No.
No.
Now,
you wore different retainers, Jason.
what sticker was ornamenting your retainer?
I didn't have a sticker. I just had a
You didn't get one?
just a blue retainer.
Oh man, I ran the gamut.
Well,
I
I'm
had
sure you had the upgraded retainers.
Yeah,
Mike.
you
You were Richie Rich.
I had a purple retainer with a Phoenix Suns logo.
I wish I had that. No, mine was the cheddar cheese.
The cheddar cheese logo. That is such a good prank.
I was, and for the record, I was pissed off at that one too.
Yeah.
I
Moral of the story.
I've not taken any of these well.
I think the moral of the story is that we need to continue to prank Andy until he sees the value and the loved nature of being pranked.
And one that went wrong for me with my brother at a young age was all of them, but specifically I remember I thought this was a prank I should do, or whatever you want to call it. He was looking into for whatever reason, he was looking into a toothpaste container to see how much toothpaste was left, and I thought it would be funny
no.
to hit the back of his hand, in which case he jammed the toothpaste and the toothpaste container into his eye. That cost my parents money with the doctors.
Oh, he had to go.
Oh,
Doctor?
this was just not good. Not
Did he
good.
have? Was he? Was rocking an eye patch for a week?
He had the least amount of cavities anybody's ever had in their eye. Mike?
Oh well, number one. I don't know why I say
anti-prank.
I don't know why I say number one because I will not spread pranks because they are
the best.
They are dumb. They are ridiculous. They are a scab, an oozing infected scab upon our civilized society.
I think
having said that, look, the one filling someone's office with stuff, that's fine. If there's a way to prank someone that does not involve just blatant lying to their face, then that I will. I don't approve.
You accept the stapler in the Jell-O.
Yes, I may accept that. But what I don't like about pranks is when someone it feels like they have gotten one over on you because they lied to you, and the only thing that you accomplished was that this person trusts you.
A betrayal of trust.
And whatever you tell them, they take it and say, "Oh, well, this is factual information." And your way of being hilarious is lying to them. Our society cannot be built upon a foundation of lies. It is a foundation of trust. If you want to put the stapler in the Jell-O, you're a buffoon. But whatever, fine. But if you think that you are so smart and hilarious and clever that by lying to someone you make them feel bad or feel scared, you have accomplished nothing.
Andy.
Well, maybe you have a stronger opinion about this next question. Unless you were...
I just wanted to ask...
have I forgiven you? No.
No. I don't care about that. You want to prank Mike soon?
Of course I do.
All right. We'll plan something.
Just remember...
Well, you got pranked the other... I mean, you got pranked...
yeah, I will not give him the satisfaction of repeating what the prank was.
Okay.
If he ever listens to this podcast. But remember, if you are to prank me, no one can hold a grudge or plan revenge
More than Mike?
like me.
Yeah.
5 years, you may never be speaking to me again, and all of a sudden, something terrible will happen.
And it will
Just
be Mike.
remember.
He will be cackling in the corner. Every single person on every single medium, Twitter, Facebook, the website, YouTube, has this very important question to ask, and we have a very important answer to give because it's a great question. It's an important question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oof. No, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
I don't even know if we disagree on here, but I know for a fact it's not a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't want to put this question in because this is a podcast you listen to be entertained.
Is the sky up?
And it's like, what, do we want to have questions with one-word answers? But so many people need to know that a hot dog, it's not a sandwich. Are we in agreement here? Is there any...
The thing is, if you're going to ask this question, now we got to start asking for definitions. What is a sandwich?
I have the simplest answer on what a sandwich is.
Okay.
It's also how the human language works, Mike. A sandwich is something we've called a sandwich. No one has ever called a hot dog a sandwich and said, hey, hand me another one of them sandwiches over there. And then somebody goes, oh, you mean this hot dog? That's what I meant. No, we call sandwiches sandwiches. You want to know what a sandwich is? Think of everything you've ever actually called a sandwich. That's a sandwich.
But what makes it a sandwich?
That's not important.
All right, let me ask this then, Andy.
Two pieces of bread.
Okay.
Meat. Cheese. No, meat is not necessary. Cheese is not necessary. 2 pieces of bread. Contents in between. Done deal.
Well, you just described a hot dog, though.
No.
Okay,
a hot dog is in a bun.
What about a hamburger?
If you put 4 hot dogs on a piece of bread and then another piece of bread on top, I will call that a hot dog sandwich any day of the week.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
What happens if I take a hot dog bun and I just fill it with roast beef and cheese? What am I eating?
A strange amalgam of humanity.
That would be a sandwich.
Why?
Because a sandwich has sliced I think a sandwich has sliced meat or cheese. That's what makes a sandwich.
Is a taco a sandwich, Mike? What if you took a taco and you put a bunch of meat and cheese inside of it?
I think not, because
What about a soft taco?
Because a taco is made with a tortilla.
Okay,
That's the devil. I'm not on one side or the other. Andy's rolling his eyes like I can't see him.
I just can't handle this world.
What, the world? I'm actually taking the question seriously.
yeah, it's a good question because it makes us question.
It's the hot dog meat, too. Right?
Okay, so you're saying that the innards is what defines it not being.
I mean, what is the actual hot dog? You can have a hot dog without a bun.
yes, absolutely.
So if
true.
you say you're having a hot dog, you're excluding the bun in your description.
and if you have a ham and cheese,
That's a fair point.
If you have a ham and cheese roll up,
That's called a ham snack.
that's sure, it's called a ham snack. Of
Was
course,
that what
everybody knows that.
Is that what it was in your house?
Yeah, you're darn right.
Mike,
It is.
yo, Mike, you want another ham snack?
That's called.
Hook me up with the ham snack, bro.
That's called Mike is done for the day, and I am not going to prepare dinner, so I am eating a ham snack.
And
So
you make ham snacks for the kids?
I would if they would eat them.
Let me
Dang
ask
it.
this: Is there any way to disprove this definition of what a sandwich is? Sliced meat or cheese between bread.
Yeah, there's a problem there. Meatball sandwiches, tuna fish sandwiches, other contents. You know it's true. Sliced
I know.
chunks of grilled chicken.
Meatball is perfect because I feel like normally a meatball sub. That's just a really big hot dog bun cut open and with meatballs in it, and now it's a sandwich.
There are many meatball places that do not cut all the way through so that you can kind of contain the meatball.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And if they mixed hot dog in, what if you put chili in that thing? That crosses the line because you could have hot dogs in that chili.
Oh yeah, it's called a chili dog.
Oh, that's
Pretty common.
normally that chili's on top of a full dog.
Sure.
All right, we better.
I feel like we've gotten nowhere.
We better
with
move
this.
on.
Would you rather?
Look, we wouldn't call it a great question, Mike, if we got anywhere with it. It's very
Hey,
important.
I'm over here. I'm just trying to get into the science of it. I don't want to.
Look, you did. You brought up some great scientific
I don't
assessments.
want to just throw out a real strong opinion of this. It's not a sandwich, and then not you got to have factual evidence to back up your reasoning.
At Brent Gromaski says, would you rather only eat one flavor of ice cream forever or only get to choose one topping for your pizza forever?
I am the wrong person to ask this question.
Why?
Because
he's a man of routine.
Because I am a man of routine. I eat 2 ice cream flavors.
Wow.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Vanilla?
No.
What?
No.
You eat 2 ice cream flavors and one isn't vanilla?
Chocolate.
Gross. Gross.
Hold on.
Chocolate is not gross.
You just called chocolate ice cream gross? And you're over here defending vanilla?
Chocolate ice cream is an abomination.
Your vanilla ice cream. What's on top of it?
Anything and everything.
Exactly. So you're defending an ice cream that you have to cover probably in chocolate.
Oh no
sprinkles.
You give me
Chocolate stands alone.
A vanilla soft serve. I don't need anything on that. But you put things on it, it works great.
And you make fun of Andy for being old? Vanilla ice cream man over here?
You're telling me you don't go to McDonald's and get the little 99-cent soft serve?
Yeah, the chocolate.
Gross.
So I eat chocolate, or if I'm at Cold Stone Creamery, I will go with the sweet cream.
So you don't have anything in it or on it?
The sweet cream I do. The sweet cream, you got to go chocolate and peanut butter. But if it's just a standalone ice cream, I'm going chocolate. And if I'm going with pizza, I can live with pepperoni for the rest of my life and be a very happy person.
So you really just don't care about either of these things. You're like, give me vanilla
That's
and
why I said
pepperoni.
He's like, I would actually take both of those forever.
Yes.
See, I love.
And I win the question.
Ice cream's the one thing where you can stack things on top of it, and at each level, it's just as delicious. A plain vanilla ice cream, delicious. Put something on top of it, good. Put 2 things, good. 3, good. Mix it together, good. Ice cream is good. That is my final answer.
Now, what happens
ice
if
cream-
you put a hot dog in it?
Oh, you've got a sandwich.
Got an ice cream sandwich. I wondered about this question because for those of you that don't know, which is probably everybody listening, Andy is a legitimate ice creamaholic.
Fiend.
He has an ice cream problem. He can eat a half gallon of ice cream a day, or maybe it's just a sitting.
This is not a joke. I went to a ice cream place last night with my sister, and I paid over $12 for my serving of ice cream.
Impressive.
That's the
$12?
Yes.
Did you get 3 helpings?
Some may say so, and it's funny because I got about halfway through it.
By your definition.
I got about halfway through it, and I go, boy, this is a lot more than I thought it was. But, of course, I finished it. I mean, it was just an assessment of the time it was going to take me.
What is your take on things like adding fruit to ice cream?
No, thank you.
Yeah, get out of here with that stupidity.
What are you even trying to do?
I'm just like a banana split.
My wife does that, and I hate her.
Dice? Because I
Just
wanted
kidding,
to
baby, I
know
love you.
if you...
I
Of course,
love
you probably
banana
haven't seen this
splits.
movie, but I wanted to know if you feel like you could eat the Ziggy Piggy from Bill and Ted's Excellent
What's on
Adventure. It's an absolute mountain of... you should Google it so you can take a picture of this, because while you don't know Bill and Ted, the rest of the entire known universe knows Bill and Ted because we watch great movies.
Oh, wow.
So
Cheesecake's on it.
Talk through what's on it.
Churros on it. Looks like there's some apple in there.
Oh, that's
some
good.
different fruit.
Okay, so let me
And
ask.
that looks pretty fun.
Let me ask this
That
with
looks like
this
a fun
question.
time.
Do you think you could take down the Ziggy Piggy?
Could I take down the Ziggy Pig? I would say I don't think so because there's just too much. Cheesecake's too rich. There's too many toppings. You got to put me in an environment where I'm eating the majority of my bites of ice cream, and I will do anything. I will do anything.
All right, so speaking of the ice cream and the question, just for clarity, if I pick one flavor of ice cream, do I still get toppings? Or like I'm just that's it. I'm living a toppingless life.
No toppings.
I think that's
man.
big. That's trying to avert
I would
from what
rather
the question really wants.
I could honestly just eat cheese pizza for the rest of my life.
I could
I
too.
don't have to have anything on it, so I would take the
Yeah.
one pizza topping and then just I can mix and match my ice cream.
I'm gonna go pepperoni, and I'll live the crazy ice cream life.
At Patrick Fenton. Ooh, I just got a little feeling. I could feel some of the evil from later in the show.
Oh,
Did you feel it?
I
It's getting
thought
dark in here.
thought you had a
Bit of a problem?
you had something going on with Patrick Fenton.
Oh no!
I did too
no.
at first.
Poor
Like,
Patrick.
what did that make you think
Hey,
of?
maybe he's an evil villain.
I saw the underscore on your Twitter handle.
I need you guys to end
Very nice.
I need you guys to end a decade-long debate. Which superpower is better? Would you rather have the ability to teleport to anywhere at any time, or the ability to fill it up,
I have never heard this.
meaning that you can fill anything that is empty, from an empty soda can to an empty bank account?
Fill it up.
I've never heard of the fill it up ability.
I've never heard.
That's a great ability. I've never heard of this, but it sounds
So let's
fantastic.
carry the implications, because I need to know the value of fill it up since I've never consulted this in my life. You can fill up a bank vault. I get it.
Gas
Unlimited
tank.
money.
Oh yeah, never. I'm not stopping on my drive to California.
You're
Fill it up.
You're hungry. You're nowhere near food.
Gas is
Fill
irrelevant.
up my
if-
tummy.
The gas is irrelevant if you can teleport anywhere. You don't need gas. So that's not a good point.
that's
Good
pretty-
counterpoint.
But with the food, you can fill up your belly.
Yeah.
I like eating. No thanks.
What? But I'm just saying. But what if you're somewhere and there's no food and you're starving?
All right. So
Fill
you
it
could
up.
live.
I'm-
You could teleport to a remote place, but then you wouldn't have the fill it up ability to get you food.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to have the same success in life that a fill it up life can bring you with the teleportation, you have to be a little evil. You've got to teleport in the bank vault, take stuff out of the bank vault.
But
Because-
what about this?
I'm trying to think of what else I want to fill up that is currently empty.
All of your opponents, your enemies, they're all pee pants.
Wait, you're
What?
You're filling up
I
their
have
pants?
filled up their empty bladder
Oh.
to the point where it will burst.
Fill it up.
Wait, you're going to burst them?
No, it won't burst because they're going to pee their pants.
Oh, okay. So your goals here are just,
I'm just trying to think of things that are empty.
so you can fill bladders.
Of course.
Anybody's bladder.
Fill it up.
Wow.
You could travel. Here's something. You could technically travel very, very long distances in space. If you could.
Are we talking about teleporting?
Yeah, it says
Or-
anywhere at any
that's
time.
true.
You could teleport to Pluto,
You could go.
If you got a spacesuit.
and then you would be dead when you got there.
You could fill up anything with oxygen, right? Your spacesuit could be filled with oxygen at all times.
Yeah, I think I take the fill it up. That would just be.
You could fill up your body with antibodies against like whatever diseases coming your way.
Ooh.
Does that
Really?
work? I don't know. That's a
about
bit of
that.
a loophole.
It's got to be empty, right?
Yeah, you got to fill up something that's empty.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't think that one works.
That's a problem.
You could
That is a problem because your friends probably don't have completely empty bladders.
right after they pee, they do.
Oh, that's when you get them. You stand by the bathroom.
You make them pee infinitely.
Oh, they're never stopping.
They're never getting out of the bathroom.
What a loser! What are you gonna pee the rest of your life away?
I mean,
yes.
Have you seen? And it all comes.
This is the weirdest turn I could ever imagine. Is that Mike's goal of the fill it up ability
After
is just permanently making his enemies pee?
After I just proclaimed war on pranks.
Yeah, I was just saying. Everybody who's ever pranked Mike is peeing for days.
So wait a minute. So this means that you probably are fine pranking your enemies because you said you worry about the betrayal of trust. But if you already don't trust the person and you don't need them to trust you, you have no problem pranking enemies.
Like I said, I'm not lying to them though. They just got a full bladder. That's their problem.
Okay.
That's not my problem.
Okay.
I'll take teleportation.
The allure of the bank account is pretty nice. But then if you fill up an empty bank account, how long until the man is knocking at your door going,
where's this money from?
we're gonna need some proof of where this money's coming from. You said they're gonna think you're a criminal.
And with the teleportation, it wouldn't even matter if you are a criminal.
Yeah,
go ahead, arrest me. I'm out.
See ya.
See ya. Oh, I mean, I think I might pivot here.
I have always thought of the X-Men. Which power would you like to have? But also throwing in the idea that you have to then be that person. So teleportation's amazing. You want teleportation, you got to be Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that's
and
not as good.
Nightcrawler is not. He's not someone who fits in regular society.
Right. So, okay, because Patrick Fenton, who got Andy all hot and bothered, is wanting to settle a decade-long debate, I feel like we need official answers from the three of us.
Teleportation.
I'm going to go teleportation. Because it's time, too, and we didn't even bring that up. Go back in time, forward in time. So that means, Mike, your vote is irrelevant.
It said you could do that?
I think so. Teleport to anywhere at any time.
Oh gosh, that's the winner.
Yeah.
All right, would
I'm
you
going
rather
teleport?
Josh Wilson on Twitter wants to know: would you rather have your head be 1/3 the size or 3 times the size?
I know Mike's answer.
Because if I take my head and go down to be 1/3 of the size, then my head is close to normal size.
Yeah, you just look like a normal guy.
Mike has a big head that has been made bigger in a lot of Photoshop pictures that I've sent his way.
I feel like it's got something to do with cameras, because when I look in the mirror, my head is a normal size, but then as soon as someone takes a photo of me, my head is gigantic.
Okay, I need to make a note. We need to be tweeting out some of these photos, and then with the tag of shopped or not, and people have to see, was this photograph photoshopped or not? And we'll tell them, because there are some where we enlarge your head and it looks ridiculous, but there's a couple pictures out there where we go, what happened to your head? Like, you look normal right now, but there are photographs where we go, what happened to your head? It's huge. So
I gotta go down by 1/3.
I'm gonna go up. I'm taking the 3 times the head.
I got to figure my brain's 3 times bigger then.
But does
I'm
that
3
make
times
you smarter?
smarter. Yeah,
A bigger brain means smarter.
bigger brain.
No.
I thought Einstein had like a tiny brain or something.
No.
No, okay, I just made that up.
A tiny brain.
I feel like, if I had 3 times the size of the head, then I get to be like a real life NBA Jam character, and I think that carries some pretty big value.
Okay. There's something is going on here with Google. Google is listening to us because I just went and I thought, okay, I'm going to see what animal has the biggest brain. I type animal with largest. It auto-fills in brain.
No, that can't be the #1 search.
Look at my computer right now. It wants to put brain in.
Google,
What is happening?
get out of my head.
Mr. Google, stop listening to me.
If your head is 1/3 the size, will Google not be able to hear your thoughts?
Protection.
And the answer is a sperm whale.
Which one do you think hurts you more? Let's say we were all single men once again and we were looking for a mate.
Right.
Which one hurts us more from a dating perspective? The itty-bitty baby head or the enormous head?
I mean, I feel like it has to be the big head.
I mean, three times. You got to remember, 3 times is big.
Yeah.
In both, or small. I mean, it is. You are.
Either way, you're pretty much screwed here. But I think when
Think
you
about
walked me through that,
the kisses that you're given in both scenarios.
how big is your mouth?
You can
Imagine
either-
what you could eat. That while you walked me through that, and I'm going, okay,
Throw me another
and I'm thinking
camel.
a third the size of your head. Okay, that would look a little bit weird.
Very weird, yeah.
Your dating life's probably not going to be the best. But then as soon as I thought what would actually happen to a 3 times larger, how do you even hold it up?
Yeah, what's going on with your neck?
I imagine you've got the structures in place to keep that thing up. You're not dragging your head around. That would make the case really easy.
No, I'm not, because I'm taking the 1/3 size head.
I'm taking it too, but we're going to look like the Koopa Troopas from the Super Mario movie.
I was thinking Beetlejuice. All the shrunken heads.
Ah, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah, we've exhausted this question.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, today I said we're going to get a little evil, and we are. We're going to draft villains. We'll have to, what do you want to do, 3 rounds of villains or 4?
I think this
we got to
is-
go 4. There's so many.
Yeah.
All right. And who picked? Mike picked first, so now Jason's got the first pick?
Jason's up first, which I find fantastic.
Yeah,
because,
I don't see a go away.
because there is no clear, easy number 1 pick.
There are 2 clear winners.
Sure, that's false, but all right.
No, there's absolutely
No,
2
good
that
point, but you're wrong.
have to be the first 2 taken, and I can't even decide which one. But, look, it's too classic. It's too big. It's in too many movies to not take it. I think the 101 with my first pick, I got to go Darth Vader.
Okay, it's solid.
Darth Vader is a classic. You've got you know his whole story. He's got powers.
That's the smart 101.
And
I think
I
so,
get all
too.
the
It's safe.
Star Wars fans voting for me.
Yeah, we'll see where those demographics cross over. We'll see how many Star Warsers are Spitballers.
Star Wars fans are everywhere.
That's true. I got the second pick. I'm going to go with the Joker.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Joker.
that was my.
That was the second. That's what the first
Well, then I
2.
guess there was
he's been
2.
portrayed in a variety of ways. He's a compelling villain in all circumstances. He spans a large range of time, and I think he's my number 1.
But
I got the Joker.
who would we'll give you all the Jokers. Okay, you get all the Jokers. But if you
we know who the best Joker
Dark Knight
that's
Joker.
what I that's what
The
I was
Dark
gonna
Knight
say.
It's
Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Jack Nicholson was very good.
Oh, he was
he
great.
was-
He was great.
Yes, but he
But
was.
I think the Joker as a character in its entirety is such a, like, if you picture a villain in your head instantly, I feel like you pick Joker before you do Darth Vader.
Well, I didn't. So there's that.
All right, Mike, you're number 1.
going through. There's a lot of guys I like. I'm trying to figure out what is the standout trait for the best villain.
Sure.
So many ways you
Make
could
your
go.
case.
Is it just raw power?
Right.
Is it the deeds that they did when they were the villain? Oh man, I'm
glad we had the first 2 picks.
Yeah, I told you there were 2 clear-cut winners.
That was the one you were deciding between?
yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, then I'm going to take the T-1000
Oh,
from Terminator 2, who is an absolutely unstoppable force unless you have liquid nitrogen. That was the thing that finally brought him down, but can go through walls, can turn into anything he wants to be.
See, I don't
Kills without emotion.
I
Very,
don't feel
very
like
intimidating villain.
I don't feel like the T-1000 is a villain, because to me, a super important part of a villain
Conniving.
is their evil. They're evil, and he's a robot.
He doesn't
He's
want to take over the world, does he? He's just
He
on a
wants to-
mission to hurt one person.
He's killing John Connor so that
Yeah.
the robots can take over the world.
Sure,
All right.
but I just feel like they're emotionally.
Yeah, that's
Vacant.
interesting. Hey, I would say he's about 8% evil.
Oh, 8% of the vote evil. I like it.
I'll say this. T-1000 didn't all of a sudden go, man, I need to be a good guy at the end of the movie. Darth Vader.
Oh.
Look, T-1000 hadn't been through what Darth Vader had been through. Okay? You put the real world struggles that Vader had to go through. All right,
you're up, Jay.
I'm sticking with my evil theme. I want.
This is villains. What do you
No.
mean you're sticking with your evil theme?
I mean, I'm going as
You're not
far
gonna go
away
hero?
from the T-1000 as I can, and I'm taking Freddy freaking Krueger.
All right. Not
Okay,
bad.
I'm gonna be in your dreams. I'm gonna look disgusting and scary.
That's a strong point for a villain. I mean, you did not want to see him.
I got knives on my fingers. Edward Scissorhands has nothing on me.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Freddy.
that's a good one.
It's not bad. Can your knives grow?
I don't think so. I mean,
Because T-1000, his arm can turn into a growing blade.
okay, I see what you did there. I'll get the nail clippers out.
I have a number of choices that I'm content with here, but I'm going to take Sauron. I'm going to take the
Okay.
all-seeing eye. I'm going to take the one that makes the darkest Mordor. Just the weight of Sauron can torture. It can put you in that evil state as it summons the ring. I am going Sauron. I feel like I will be able to see what's going on.
I feel like I don't even know what Sauron can do.
Yeah,
I know that he can see you when you have the ring on, but what else can Sauron actually do?
Well, I mean, just think of who fought for Sauron. He's a very compelling speaker.
He's a really big telescope.
There are...
in fairness, is a very good.
How
telescope.
evil can a telescope really be?
Look, in the very beginning of those
when
movies,
you put it like that...
he's like out there battling, right? In the very beginning.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, he
thousands
began
of years ago.
Yeah, he began when he wore the ring.
Oh, so he was at the beginning of the movie. Then he gets the hand cut off or the fingers cut off
And he came back as
as the eye.
as the Great Eye.
Wow!
And look, he is sinister. He is fiery.
I've seen the movies, and I somehow totally missed that part. I need to go back and watch the Lord of the Rings.
All right, so you've got Sauron.
Flashing in
and the
Frodo's
Joker.
mind. Yeah, I've got Sauron and the Joker. Mike, you're up.
all right, this pick, because if you feel like my first pick wasn't evil enough, I went off of power with my first pick.
Don't you take it?
I'm not going to take your pick, but the second one, I'm going to go with someone who's just a depraved human, absolute disgust, should scare the crap out of you because of what they are able to do to other human beings.
I'm intrigued.
I know who you're going with.
No, you do not.
I bet I do. Go on.
Wow, this is
Go on, Mike.
interesting. Who you got?
I'm going with the actual bad guy.
Oh, you're talking real life.
Terminator?
No. I'm going from the actual bad guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
That's what I was going
Hannibal
with.
Lecter. That's
Hannibal
what I
Lecter.
said.
That was my next pick. You're like, you're not going to take.
He's not the actual bad guy.
Oh, you're taking.
I'm taking Buffalo Bill. I'm taking the guy who wasn't locked up. I'm taking the guy who was taking humans and cutting off their skin and trying to make it into a jacket.
Well, you were 100% correct. I was not going to take him. I'm going to take someone that's far worse. Far worse. What, was Buffalo Bill eating people? Because Hannibal Lecter sure was.
Oh, so now you're just taking Hannibal.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick. I was so upset that he was taking him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at this. Darth Vader, Freddy Krueger, and Hannibal Lecter. Stay away.
See, Hannibal is taking some people out, but he didn't wear them. He didn't hose them down when they wouldn't put lotion on their bodies.
You guys are scaring me.
Yeah, this is
Joker, Sauron. Give me Voldemort.
Oh, I didn't even
Give
think
me
about
Voldemort.
You got
Give
the
me Hugh.
power?
I can't even say his name.
That is too late. It's
I
too
mean,
late.
This is evil incarnate.
Wow, that's
And
good.
terrible to look at.
Wow.
Able to come back and basically piece himself back together from death. Sauron and Voldemort.
Like T-1000?
Like Sauron. Yes, you're right. Like Sauron. So I'm going Voldemort. I think that's a powerhouse.
See, Voldemort, I don't know, because Voldemort...
He killed Harry's parents,
and then
he was split into a million pieces.
Right.
He came back.
He needed
could put
everyone
his
to do all the
soul
work.
in a bunch of Horcruxes.
Everyone did all the work because they were terrified. They couldn't even speak his name.
But they had to do it.
Joker, Sauron, and Voldemort is a very close second to Darth Vader, Freddy Krueger, and Hannibal Lecter.
2 words. Avada Kedavra.
Okay.
I don't know what you just said.
He killed you with a killing curse.
All right. Final pick, Jason.
Final pick, me. How about we go to Mike for his third
I was
pick?
wondering if I...
Oh, is he still in this thing?
Not really.
This is where he goes, no, I'm not going to go Scar from Lion King. I'm going the real bad guy, one of the hyenas. Mike did not find that entertaining.
No, because I'm over here trying to remember who my actual team is.
Your team right now is the T1000
I love
and
it.
Buffalo Bill.
Okay, so I only have
With
two.
my third pick, Bill Brasky.
Bill Brasky.
All right. Who do you got?
So are we going for?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go with a classic movie villain. He's taking people out when they go to summer camps. He's fighting Freddy Krueger, and he's winning.
Yeah, I almost went with him.
That's Jason Voorhees, the hockey mask himself, who has I don't even know how many movies that Jason Voorhees has been able to handle, and he does it all with a machete. That's all that he gets. He doesn't get these fancy Freddy Krueger dream tricks. He just walks up on you, and he handles the business.
Now, as a counterpoint to Jason, as in your Jason, isn't there a concern that he's only able to kill people on one night of the year?
Yeah.
No, because
like Friday around the 13th?
That sounds like someone who's never seen a Jason Voorhees movie.
That's probably true.
Yeah, it just seemed like a funny thing to say. Thanks for leaning in.
The man went to space.
What?
Yeah. You're darn right he's taking out astronauts. He's Jason. He's everywhere.
There was a Freddy versus Jason movie. Who won that one in 2003?
Neither of them.
Man, this is tough because now I'm coming up for the final pick on the team, and there are several people that I want. There's three specifically that and they're so different from one another. One is just a great character from a movie that I absolutely love. One is another super evil, whatever. There's just, this is tough. This is really tough. But I think I'm going to stay with my theme of the most horrific villains from terribly terrifying movies. And I'm going to stack Freddy Krueger and Hannibal Lecter with Pennywise. It himself, the clown of clowns.
All right.
I mean, look, there's a reboot on the
movie.
Yeah,
that one's tough because the original movie with Tim Curry is not scary.
I can tell you I've never seen it. Nor have I seen the new one. I've
the
heard
concept of very evil.
So it's the evil clown that gets you?
Yeah, look, people don't like clowns, and I think it's primarily because of Pennywise.
I think it's primarily because of clowns.
That's true. And the people who become them.
Yeah. It takes a special person.
No offense to all the clown folk out there.
They're very talented.
You're doing good work with all that.
Handstands and juggles at the same time.
Silly makeup on your face.
Impressive.
All right, Andy, your fourth pick. You got the Joker. You got Sauron. You got He Who Shall Not Be Named.
And I'm closing it out with Hans Gruber.
Oh, that was one of my
great
Hans Gruber, the villain from Die Hard. Evil.
It's fantastic. I want to argue against it, but it feels difficult.
I mean, there are a lot of choices out there, but he was the right one to make.
Man.
Well, in opposition of him, because I'm trying to win the poll, he really was just stealing money.
Yeah, what power did he have, Mike?
He had the power of, he was a good leader. He was a strong leader of men.
I would say his biggest power
You're underestimating his accent very much.
his
His accent was devastating.
That was definitely good. I would say that his biggest power was gravity. As he fell off that building.
Spoiler alert!
Wait, spoiler.
So his power...
Statute of limitations is over on Die Hard 1.
His power, which usually is something that I use to gain an advantage, his power was the thing that took him out of this world.
A lot of times our biggest strength becomes our deadliest weakness.
I'm just not following this. All right, I'm going to close with a villain that I think it makes more sense the further along that we go into the world of technology, because we have these smart speakers listening to everything we say. We have Google over here listening to everything that we have to say. That's HAL 9000. Yeah. Of course, I'm with Uncultured Swine. HAL 9000 is HAL 9000 is the computer from Space Odyssey, which becomes sentient, which locks
8% is
This is
8%.
I'm writing this down, and all I can think is we're gonna finally get Mike down there at 8%.
Look, you can
with
be cultured all you want. You're gonna have like 5% of the vote.
Oh man, if he sets,
I didn't know who that was.
I didn't know who it was. Hal 9000. I don't think a lot of people are gonna remember exactly who Buffalo Bill is.
Yeah, you're done. You're toast.
Oh, I love it, Mike. Are you scared?
No.
You should be.
No, because I believe that we have cinephiles who listen to this podcast.
About 5% of
All
our
right.
audience. You're right.
What did we learn from today's episode? It's simple. Mike went too deep. Way too deep.
Maybe.
What I learned from this episode is that we need to prank Mike.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mike, did you learn anything from today's show, or are you just kind of complete?
I learned that Andy loves Patrick.
That's true. Hot and bothered.
It's going to be a fun poll. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Make sure you subscribe, tell your friends, hang out, and listen each and every week. Monday morning gets a whole lot better with the Spitballers. See you
Goodbye.
later.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.